Alright, so yesterday Blizzard has made the decision to delay the Shadowlands expansion release for later this year. People who have pre-ordered the Shadowlands expansion have received emails from Blizzard mentioning that refunds for the pre-order are available, should you want to refund it because of the additional wait time for the expansion. Refunds can be done via the Battle.net customer support site. You do not need to receive the email to be eligible for a refund. My personal opinion, I didn't even check my emails on this, but personally I think this is good. This, quite honestly, is good guy Blizzard. They didn't necessarily have to do this, and I know a lot of people are going to come out and say, dude, by law, they have to do it. The only time that would be true by law is if people actually made a case against them. The vast majority of gamers would probably not make a case against them. It's like CD Projekt Red. When CD Projekt Red came out and delayed Cyberpunk 2077, no one went to their government or to the courts and said, hey, what the fuck? They've just delayed the game by months. Most gamers understand that this is just part and parcel of making a video game. There must always be that room that we allow for developers to delay the game. Because we have to ask ourselves the question, do we want a good game with solid foundations that can take the game forward, or do we want a piece of shit? If the answer is, well, we want a piece of shit, then okay, fine, go play Activision games, or EA games even. Buy EA FIFA or Madden. If you really want a piece of shit that will never get delayed, there are companies that will provide that experience, not even free of charge, right? They'll even charge you $60 and put most of the game behind the cash shop wall. If you want great games, right? And I think what people need to understand about this would absolutely have to sink in now for a lot of people. World of Warcraft, Blizzard, is not in the position to wiggle here. If Shadowlands sucks, it may well be the end of World of Warcraft. And when I say the end of World of Warcraft, I mean the subscriber numbers may drop to the point where Activision themselves pulls the plug. Remember, this is no longer Blizzard Entertainment. This is no longer Mike Morhaim's Blizzard. This is Bobby Kotick's Blizzard. And if Bobby Kotick decides that World of Warcraft, because you have to understand this, World of Warcraft is a very expensive game to develop. Right? It's got a massive development team behind it. It's an MMO. By design, MMOs cost a fuck ton of money to develop. So if that game reaches the point where Bobby Kotick says, look, we can make 4 games with the team that you've assembled here for this one game and probably make the same amount of money, if not more, just pull the plug on it, then that's the end of World of Warcraft. And Activision isn't Blizzard. Bobby Kotick wouldn't mind doing that. He has no interest. He has no love for World of Warcraft. He just wants to make the money on it. So Blizzard understands that there is no wiggle room here. BFA was a complete and utter disaster for at least 80% of the entire cycle of that expansion. Shadowlands cannot be the same. If Blizzard wants to retain the players that they already have and bring in the players that left in BFA, Shadowlands has to kick ass. This is unfortunately just how things go. This is the unfortunate truth of the matter. Shadowlands right now isn't ready to launch. I've said this on stream a million times. While we're playing Shadowlands, I've shown you some of the bugs that exist within the game. You've seen it. You've been there with me while I do it. This game isn't ready. So rather than going off, and I see this on Twitter all the time. Some of the developers of World of Warcraft is being attacked by idiots, angry. Now, I do have to say the vast majority of people are okay. They're perfectly fine with the game being delayed, and they're actually quite happy, like I am, with the game being delayed. But there are people that's acting like spoiled little children, where the game is now delayed and now they're going to call out every single developer and call them all sorts of bad names because fuck them, right? Just fuck them. How dare they delay my game? I believe it's Christy Golden. I'm not going to go into a search here on Twitter, but Christy Golden actually highlighted what was said to her, and then I saw a couple of other YouTube or Blizzard Entertainment developers all under the same thing, right? They're all being attacked by spoiled little children who cannot understand that sometimes art cannot be rushed. Look, we're not dealing with the design of a car here or dealing with the design of a physical mobile phone. What we're dealing with here is art. And unlike a car or a mobile phone, there is no hard and fast rules. If it doesn't work, you have to change it. If it needs more work, you have to take the time to put in the work. Art is an extremely subjective thing, and you're trying to make an art form or an art piece for a majority of people to enjoy. That is a shit ton of work that goes into doing that. If you are not happy with that, then maybe gaming isn't for you. Go play Tetris. It's never changed and it is still kind of good, I hear. So go play Tetris if you really do not want to wait for big reveals. Otherwise, or for big releases. Otherwise, accept that this is part and parcel of the gaming industry. And in fact, we as gamers should be encouraging this. We should be encouraging companies to take more time. We shouldn't be refunding the game. I'm not going to refund the game because whenever Shadowlands launches, it's going to be better than what it was if it launched next month. So I'm not refund. Why the fuck would I refund a game that's going to be better than what I thought it was going to be when I purchased the game in the first place? So this refund will not be taken by me. Blizzard can have my money. They've done the thing that I wanted them to do with BFA. They've done it in Shadowlands. So I am happy. I said in BFA they need to postpone the launch. They didn't. Look what happened. Now I'm happy. Take your time. Fix the game. Make sure it's perfect by the time I get into it so that me and my chat can enjoy this game. So that me and my community can really dive into the game that we all love. And guys, if you're one of the people that's giving people grief because of this, fucking stop. Stop. You are part of the problem. You're not actually brave for standing up and saying Blizzard are a bunch of retards. That's not brave. You're part of the problem. So look inside yourself and fix that shit. Fix that shit fucking immediately. Because we need good games and we need companies to stand up and say, hey, we're not there yet. This is not what we want to provide for our players. Sorry, but we're going to take our time and we're going to fix this shit. Rather than pushing pieces of shit onto us that we have to pay for and then pay for another month or a year subscription money just so that the game can finally be playable. So I'd rather take a delay and get the game that is absolutely fucking brilliant. I'll end with what I've said before. My heart goes out to the people that had holidays planned around this launch and who now is fucked over because Blizzard waited this long. The one area I will agree on with all of you is the fact that Blizzard should have announced this maybe like a month ago, actually. Blizzard should have announced that, hey, we are postponing the game. That I can agree with 100%. What I will not agree with is you going after the developers for this. Take your refund, cancel your subscription if you need to, and try and see if you can move your holiday forward. Otherwise, accept the fact that when this game finally gets into your hands, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a great one. Anyways, I want to hear what you guys have to fucking say about this, because that was my rant.